Black excellence. Black Wall Street, one of the most impressive communities that was ever established. Man, it's just crazy how impressive they were. They were able to circulate their money within their community with only $1 leaving every 30 days, which means that their community only lost $12 a year. Just sit back and think about losing just $12 a year. No poverty, everybody living right, everybody owning businesses, the bus line, the hospital, the banks, completely self-sustaining community. I don't know if I said that word right, but man, self-sustaining, however you say it. Black Wall Street needs to happen again. And the reason why it needs to happen again is because a lot of black people kind of need to be rehabilitated. And we kind of need to be isolated. But there has to be a plan. One thing that we did learn about in America is business. They taught us business. My recommendation is, if not now, when? This is actually the perfect time. This is the perfect time to start Black Wall Streets all across the United States. The reason why it's the perfect time is because a lot of us are working from home. And with that advantage, there are opportunities in these tweener cities, I call them. See, I have a plan for this. I have a vision for this. The vision can be laid out verbally right now. These tweener cities, meaning cities in between major cities that are kind of rural. Those are the cities. Those are the cities that we need to move to. All of the home workers, all of the people that's working from home, generating an income, 6 figures or better. 13 families need to move to these areas. They need to get their farm going. Hopefully buy farm land with a gas station attached. Need to start manufacturing things. Manufacturing or growing. Generating an income, generating food. From there, we need to have fast food restaurants that are healthy for the people, that are a different alternative. We need to offer a service in these tweener cities that the major cities don't offer. All of the income that is generated from the outside coming into our cities from the stay-at-home workers needs to stay in our community. It does not need to leave at all. We need banks. There's got to be a bank right off that exit. That's where our money has to go. Life insurance policies, IULs, things that gain interest that we borrow against and then whoop it. Not only does this plan need to happen in between every major city in the United States, we also need to trade with each other. different cities, different climates, different things that can be grown. So we do need to spread out. We were the only community to ever do what Black Wall Street did. There has been no community to duplicate that. Make a self-sustaining community that only loses $12 a year. If the United States only lost $12 a year, could you imagine? The time is now. Ain't no more time. Ain't no more time to think about it. It's time to band together with your families. Or who you deem to be your family. And y'all need to run a town 11 to 13 deep. And the 11 to 13 owning everything in that town. Circulating the money back into that town, growing that town. Schools, police force, military, all needs to come out of that town. That's our only hope. We know how this story ends, and we know how this story plays out. In order for us to get the respect of the nations, because we are the rightful nation, we gotta band together. We gotta stop killing each other, fam. And then when one of us kills the other person, we got to do something about that, fam. We can't just let him kill him and say, oh, no snitching and all of that. We don't want them to police him. No. We gonna police him, though. Just release him to the streets. Release him back to us. Oftentimes I sit back and think and see it like, are people even thinking? You gonna go slide on him? Why are you helping them? Why are you killing our numbers? You're gonna need him. He was a shooter. You killed him. He was a good leader. God made a lot of land. We all kings, man. We all kings, man. You the king of your palace. You got your family. You the king of that kingdom. That's your princess. That's your prince. That's your queen. You a king, man. You amongst other kings. We doing business as kings. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this. And then I try to stay by myself, but I know the law of divine oneness is like, man, we all one. This is like Voltron around this bitch. Excuse my French. We have to band together. Not to attack. Not for what we don't need. We ain't even ready. Talk about some. They got satellites. They got the cell phone thing locked down. They got scientists, vaccines. Man, we got to get us right as far as keeping money in our circle. Man, I may not be alive to see all of this fulfilled, you know? Doesn't matter. And it really don't matter. To form Black Wall Street in every community. There's a Chinatown in damn near every major city in every community. Mexicans got it going. They seem to unite. Puerto Ricans and the Cubans are seeming to unite. The Italians unite. Russians united. Arabs united. Got businesses, you know what I'm saying? We got hoods. And our money in our hood, yeah, it's coming from the government, some of our hoods, but man, it's going right back to the Arab or the Asian or the white. Like, really? We could have the hair. We could have the weave. We could have all of that shit. But we need to rotate that within each other. We could order that same stuff. We could open up these same venues. We got to stop pocket watching, too. You really got to stop pocket watching, dog. What he eat don't make you shit. You a king, man. Act accordingly, dog. Our only hope is together. See, with one, you can't really fight nothing with one. You know, with two, you know, you looking to jam some shit. With three, still ain't strong enough. Four, I mean, you could probably get it done with four, but man, that fist, when they all together, it ain't nothing stronger, man. Small numbers are key. $20 a day, $40 a day. Group economics. Financing things. Not using the capital that we saved up to financing it. Using that as flash cash. Using the group's signature in the overall sense of knowing that it's going to cash flow and it'll pay for itself. Pay for it quick. Build it yourself. Doctors, lawyers, all of those will be needed. Scientists, nurses. We need all of that. Teachers, farmers, infrastructure builders. That's all of the things we gonna need all of that. All of those people. You need 11 to 13 families. And then you need to generate that money right in that circle. If those 13 families collectively make $1 million a year, that's power. Because that same $1 million can circulate within that group, and they'll only lose $12 a year and generate new money in with the passers through. That's the strategy.